What is something that you like the most about each other?
It's too early for that.
Can we get, is this another one of those one word?
More than one word.
No, feel free to expand.
Bow-legged.
A unicorn? All day.
That's a good question. Through all of our razzing, I don't doubt that if shit hit the fan, he'd be there. No question. It's more than one word.
It was more than one. Well, I don't think she said one word. Did you say one word? No, you just said one thing. Well, there's, Jared earmuffs. There are, obviously we have a great working relationship, we have a great friendship, and our kids play together, our wives are great friends, and there's a support system that exists within both of us for each other, and that I think allows us to create. It allows us to work hard. It allows us to love. It allows us to be open to people, and I'm very thankful that I have that with someone else, and I can share that. I have amazing things that I share with my wife, and the love that we share in that relationship is fantastic. But to have a friendship that is that solid and that reliable is pretty neat. I hope everybody gets an opportunity to have a friend like that.
I think a lot of what I do with the rumors of putting stuff on a computer is it's more about the second if the camera's rolling and it's your coverage, and I pretend to be looking up the Got it. Thank you for your question.
I will take an opportunity to brag on the people that I work with. Usually when it's given, it's not normally in front of those people, but there's many reasons and really a lot of whys and hows that have gone into the success of the show, and I think one of those reasons is because of the people that it employs. Not just he and I and Misha and the Marks, and there's the list is on, but the crew especially. And I think that the qualities that we all have in common, or that we all share, that we all vibe off of each other, are really what give the heart and soul to what we do on a daily basis. So Misha brings his own set of quirky ways, and we love him for it. Jared's got his quirky ways, and I love him for it. I'm sure I do too, and it's all the differences that make us a whole. And I think you take one of those away, and there's something missing. So I enjoy the collaboration that we have, not only as a cast, but as a crew and as a family. It's really a beautiful thing to see.
So I wanted to ask if you could tell each other one thing you find very beautiful about the other one.
Give me a second.
20 minutes later.
Go ahead there, partner.
You know what? He's not a short man, but he has a wonderful tuft of hair that I can see because I'm 6'5", 6'4", and he's a mere 6'1", so I can understand.
Were you just insulting short people?
No.
Are you saying I'm short?
It's
Wait,
okay.
I'm short.
Because he was talking about me, and you put, so first we're dying, and now,
All right, I see where this day is going.
that's cool. I'll start. He has, so you always hope, you always hope that you'll have people in your life that won't stand for certain things. This sounds like a weird, backhanded thing to say, but he will, as a friend, very uniquely in my life. It's like there are a few friends I have in my life who they'll be like, dude, you're better than this. And that to me is rare at this point in my life. You know, like a lot of people who I work with are paid to tell me, hey, you're great. So it stands out to me when he's like, dude, like, don't do that. You're right, man. You're right. I'm better than this, you know? So I'll say that his ability to remain kind of who he is without being famous, like it's not about fame or power or status. It's more like, hey, dude, like up your game. Like you're like be better. You're better. Got it. Cool. Done. So his ability to kind of be outside of, like, if y'all know him as Jensen Ackles, Dean Winchester, I know him as, Uncle Ackles, like my kids call him. So that's a very rare, very cool thing I get to have in my life.
That's exactly why I asked this question.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I was just gonna say his chest, but I feel like that might be inadequate. Not your chest. The answer. It's weird, it's like I asked for it, but I didn't even ask for it. It just happens. And it's hard to stop once it gets going, so I bear with it. There's many things that I would tell you about him that I think are qualities that we all strive to achieve. I will pick one, and that is his ability to liven and lighten and make a room better just by walking out.
I just wanted to say that that's exactly why I asked this question, because you guys and everybody in this room is very beautiful and everybody here deserves to know it. So, spread positivity.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pretty weird and pretty abnormal for people who do what we do and work on a show and work together as long as we have, and not only get along the way we do, but that our spouses have each other in a similar way that we have each other as a support system. And so I think that's, I mean, he's like a brazier. In that he's constantly wired.
So, I think what maybe to put words into his mouth, but I think I know him enough to do this. He wouldn't sell his soul for anything that would give him or grant him anything. He doesn't want money or fame or Oscars or whatever. But I bet if something, God forbid, everybody knock on something, if something were to ever happen to one of our family members, I think there's no, I think, I don't know a line too far to cross, so that's my opinion.
This is like a really sad topic. It's very uncomfortable for me. It's uncomfortable. Here's a joke.
What's the difference between marmalade and Here's, I don't, no, I'm not going to tell the joke. No, I'm going to tell it. This way. Filming the last episode of this season, sitting out skipping rocks or something. It was like me, Jensen, Misha, and we're like skipping rocks in this beautiful location. And we're also on the sort of like body high of, hey, we're about to have 3 months off, 2 months. But it was a beautiful, we're sitting out by this lake, halfway between Whistler and Vancouver in a like Squamish. They've built this home in a couple of weeks that served as the Kelly Klein Castiel home.
Yeah, that little lake house
Yeah.
is not there. That
Nor-
was that was built
So
from
like
the
2 or 3 weeks.
literally from the dirt up in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. So there are a few times, yeah, there are a few times like that where you allow yourself to feel like to toot your own horn a little bit and go like, we're part of something really cool. So the most recent time was that time. Literally, we were there to film. We were night shooting, so we weren't on set until like 4 p.m., shooting until 5 or 6 a.m. But at like 4 p.m., we sat there and we're looking at these beautiful mountainscapes and this beautiful lake and just skipping rocks and like throwing in. It's when we tweeted the picture of the big baseball bat that was made out of logs and Bob Singer was throwing rocks at us. But that was a cool time to kind of go like, all right, we're a part of something that's pretty friggin' cool. So there have been a few of those, but that sticks out recently.
Yeah, we have those, we get those periodically throughout the year. I'm thinking about moments like that we've had. We're about sitting on top of the trailer at the end of season 5. We were out shooting all that, or Lucifer Sam beating up Dean by the car, and that whole sequence. And the sun was going down, and they had this huge, we were waiting for dark, because we'd got finished with our daylight exterior stuff. And so we climbed up on the top of our trailers that were parked out in this field with like a couple of lawn chairs and just sat there. And I think we actually borrowed the cooler, the green cooler, and just set it there. May or may not have had a couple of beers, I don't know. Yeah, there's taking the time to have those moments is some of our favorite things to do, because we know that this won't last forever, or maybe it will. I don't know. But just in case it doesn't, we like to take the time and smell the roses every now and again.
Yeah. And 2 more just occurred to me while you were talking. One, when Phil brought us in to the theater to watch the actresses sing Carry On My Wayward Son. We were filming 200th episode, and they've been rehearsing this for a long time, and he brought the cast and crew in to literally sit in the theater and watch their performance of it. And I can't sing it like that. And another one is, was it the 200th party at the Fairmont that they put that, the like 4-screen, so there have been a few times, like the 200th episode filming, watching them sing it, and realizing kind of like what it meant, and watching the reenaction of like the Impala and Mary on the Ceiling and Bobby. It was kind of in Jake, Adam. So that, and then the 200th episode party, and Kripke came back, and there was a big montage. It was like a 4.5-minute montage of Supernatural, but on 4 different screens playing 4 different things. So you kind of saw like 16 minutes of Supernatural within a 4-minute time frame. Yeah, so there are a few times. Yeah.
It's hard to pick one.
Hard.
Thank
yeah,
you.
thanks a bunch.